What's going on, everyone? It's time for another thriller film review. Today we're going to talk about a film called Fractional. It was released sometime in 2011. It was directed by Malcolm Deegan, who also did Territorial Behavior and The Making of Hell's Drifter. And yeah, Fractional. Well, it's about a psychiatrist who gets held captive by a lunatic, and he is chained to a chair in a warehouse. And yeah, this guy, I believe it's one of his old patients, wants to pull out the past and make him suffer like the way he is. And so he starts delving deep into the psyche of the psychiatrist. And yeah, he, where the psychiatrist has some secrets and a dark past that he doesn't really want to talk about and stuff. And the tormentor is basically trying to pull it out of him and get him to admit to things that he believes he has done. Overall, this film is a slow burn. It is a lower budget. It's pretty micro budget. It's pretty much in a one place scenario. And if you don't like the two characters, you are going to have a long, grueling time watching this and stuff. It's very character based. So, with the psychiatrist having such a dark past, you really get to know him more and how brutal he can be. And with all the darkness stuff. Now, when he is talking about his past, it goes more into like a dream sequence and stuff, which is one thing that I hate in movies. But in this case, it's probably the best. It was the best way to do it, and it's sort of like a little bit of flashback for him and stuff like that too. It kind of works, but doesn't work at the same time. And then he also gets more delusional as the time goes on. He pictures like a girl that he's like his wife or his ex girlfriend or whatever, and doing bad things to him while he's sitting there, and the captor is basically tormenting him in that. The acting in this is very um is pretty decent for what it is. It's you can tell it's a little low budget, so I don't expect like top tier acting or anything like that, but I thought it was decent at best. And the cinematography was okay. It definitely has that low budget feel to it, but it still looks all right, and most scenes are pretty well lit and stuff. Yeah, the music and stuff wasn't that all exciting or anything, and overall, I thought the story was pretty bland for what it is. It's very minimal that they keep it, and to do this driving force with the captor and stuff, you kind of they still don't really explain it too well how they coincide and how they come to this thing. They really want you to root for the psychiatrist, but or the bad guy, either or, but they don't really give you enough to work with and stuff, and it gets pretty boring and bland. Even if you're into the characters, it gets pretty dull and redundant over time, and it kind of just like slowly crawls, and that there's not even a really big climax scene or anything. It kind of just abruptly ends, and which is a downer because this film had some interesting potential and stuff. It opens up with a good shocking scene, and to start going more down that rabbit hole of it just going slowly and slowly to pretty much nothing, it gets pretty boring and a waste of time. Overall, I wasn't a huge fan of this film. I thought it was pretty dull and stupid and slow. So, uh, yeah, I'm going to give this film a 1.5 out of 5. It was not that good. It was pretty boring, but if you get into the characters and if you like slow burn, sort of like puzzle type of movies and yeah, guessing game type of films, this one might be for you. But for me, it wasn't really my thing, so I wasn't really into it. But if you want to check it out, um, it is on Tubi and on Screenbox, so I'll link one of those down below so you can check it out, or you can watch it for free. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below. So I was clips of films and review in the future. All my stories have the film time hashtags, subgenre film and hashtags, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox down below. Derek P reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below. Reviews underscore Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hope you find some weird, obscure, and all-day pod never thought checking out together. And also, so here my opinions on popular films, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to be talking about an old late 80s horror creature feature type of film called The Church. So make sure you tune in for that. And watch out for all those crazy kooks out there trying to torture all the psychiatrists. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.